patterns. They're all around us. You can find patterns in music, architecture, nature. Pretty much anywhere you look, you can find a pattern. Patterns are all around us. You just have to look. Start taking a look around your world and start noticing how it's full of patterns. We can make patterns with anything. Numbers, colors, shapes. We can even make patterns by tapping and waving. Let's try it. The pattern will be tap, tap, wave. Tap, tap, wave. Tap, tap, wave. Tap, tap, wave. The pattern is 2 taps and then 1 wave. Tap, tap, wave. And then the pattern repeats. This is called a repeating pattern. A repeating pattern is a pattern that just repeats over and over again. Let's go ahead and make some repeating patterns together. For this activity, I'm going to be repeating a penny and a dime. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we have our dime, penny, dime, penny, dime, penny. To add on to the pattern, we need to figure out the rule of the pattern. To do that, we have to find the location where the pattern starts repeating. In this pattern, a dime and a penny repeat 3 times. So dime, then penny would be the rule for this pattern. Now that we know the rule, we can figure out what comes next. The rule starts with dime, and then comes penny. Once you know the rule, you always know what comes next. You can go on and on forever, or until you run out of money. For this next project, we're going to be creating a pattern leaf. The supplies you're going to need today are crayons, white paper, and watercolor paints. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do is draw a giant leaf on our paper. You can draw your leaf however you want to, but I like to start with a rainbow line on one side and then another rainbow line on the other. And then I draw a slightly curved line down the middle, separating 2 sides. To make a tiny stem, draw a slightly crooked rectangle. I'm going to start separating my leaf into sections so I can start to add my patterns. Once I have my leaf all sectioned off, I'm ready to start adding patterns. I'm going to take my time and add different patterns for each section of the leaf. Don't color in your whole section. We're going to be doing something fun with that later. Now that we're done, we're ready to use our watercolor paints. The water with the watercolor paints and the wax with the crayons won't be able to mix together. So you're going to be able to paint right over the top of everything that you drew in on your flower. That's right, just paint right over the top of it. Take your time and paint in each section of your leaf a different color. When you're using your watercolor paints, be sure to add lots and lots of water to them. That reacts with the pigment to help them glide over your paper. When you're all finished, you'll have your very own pattern leaf to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed learning about patterns today. I'll see you next time.